Waking up like how the hell can I get better today? I gave myself that confirmation, boy, you already great. I'm undefeated, I feel the genius inside me alive. Took some blows, got back up and told them demons undefeated. Yeah. Every time they count me out, I come back harder undefeated.
The most powerful motivational speeches that I have ever heard came from people who told me I couldn't do something. You know why? Because when they told me I couldn't do it, I was bound and determined to show them that I could. Tell me I can't do it. I will prove you wrong. I will show you.
We are not made to survive. We're not made to manage our pain or get through it. We're made to be creators of our lives. We can create anything. Anything we can dream about, we can create. How much of life do you feel like you control, or how much does life control you? Do you tend to control more of what's going on, or events controlling you? It's very easy to have those events start to take control unless we take control of what's between our ears, our own mind. You see, what you and I focus on massively affects how we feel, whether we're thriving or surviving. If you focus on what you can't control, if you focus on the past, if you focus on what's missing from your life constantly, that pattern of focus will make you frustrated, overwhelmed, depressed. Focus equals power. If you want to thrive, you got to focus on what you can control. You got to focus on the difference you can make. You got to focus on what's already in your life that you're grateful for.
Most people allow their fear of failure, 80%, allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed. When you're willing to fail again and again and again, when you make up your mind to become unstoppable, when you make up your mind to become a no matter what person, then that will then give birth to a part of yourself that you don't know right now.
Set some higher goals, reach for some higher purpose, go for something beyond what you thought you could do. You've got to believe that tomorrow can be better than today, but here's the big one, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Ask for wisdom to deal with the challenges of today and tomorrow. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Wish you were better.
Self-pity is the worst possible emotion anyone can have, and the most destructive. It destroys everything around it except itself. Self-pity will destroy relationships, it'll destroy anything that's good, it will fulfill all the prophecies it makes and leave only itself. And it's so simple to imagine that one is hard done by and that things are unfair and that one is underappreciated and that if only one had had a chance at this, when only one had had a chance at that, things would have gone better, you would be happier if only this, that one is unlucky, all those things. And some of them may well even be true. But to pity oneself as a result of them is to do oneself an enormous disservice.
If you want to change your life, figure out how your worst day was your best day. It'll change everything, because it is if you look for it. If you find the deeper meaning, it is. You know, there's something in you that wouldn't be there without it.
Face all your fears, that's how you conquer them. Don't dismiss them, just face them. Say, here's what I'm afraid of, I wonder what I could do to change that. Here's what you can do, pick a new destination and start going that way. You say, well, I've done this for the last 2 years, I'll probably have to do it another 2. And the answer is no, not in a million years. Now you can change one little degree at a time, or if you want to, you can revolutionize the whole thing.
The other thing is about life, when things happen to you, when you permit things to use you, You can't change the past, but you can interpret. You can reinterpret how you see it. All of us have experienced some tragedy, and if we haven't, we will. And you can either let it destroy your life, or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. Make a declaration to yourself. You can decide, I'm going to work on myself and develop myself. I'm going to empower me. And all of these things that are happening to me right now, they're just temporary inconveniences. Expect things to get better for you, because they are. See, life is cyclic. You're not, whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass.
Fuck your limits. The key, the very, very key is you really, really, really have to dream big. Have no restrictions. Of course you can sit down and say, okay, I want to have a nice life. I want to have a wife and a house and a job that's okay, you know? I mean, it sucks that I have to get up in the morning, but it's okay, I get money. No, I'm not talking about goals like these. I'm talking about, imagine you could literally become anything in the world. You have no restrictions. Imagine, what would that be? And that's pretty much the mindset you want to have. You want to dream big. You want to have no restrictions. You want to be really ridiculous. Like, oh my God, I want to own Disneyland. Okay, that's your dream. But now here comes the important point. Think about it. How could that be achieved? Now you have to bring in some realism. You want to be realistic. Don't forget, you still want to have your dream, but you want to be realistic. Okay, what does it take to do that? Habitualize what brings you further. You want to do everything that brings you further in such a frequency that it literally becomes a habit. I'm not talking about, oh, I'm going to the gym today. No, it has to become a habit. Just like it became a habit for you that you drink coffee in the morning. It has to become a habit just like that. For me, habits, meditation. I meditate every day. It's a habit. I just do it. I don't even think about it anymore. It's like, oh, I haven't meditated today. Meditation. It has to become a habit. Once it has become a habit, you just do it every day and you will progress. Continuity. Commit to massive action. I cannot emphasize that enough. There has to be continuity. When you want to get better, don't just do it for one fucking week. No, you have to continue doing it for days, weeks, months, years. It's a continuous thing that you have to do. You really have to commit to taking massive action. Always bear in mind, when you're sitting at home watching TV, you're not getting better. When you're sitting at home watching TV, there's someone else out there who's working his ass off. And there's someone else out there who's getting better. He's taking the process and the progress that you should do. So in order to train your willpower, you want to make yourself a little uncomfortable every day. And the part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, that is responsible for the willpower, that part of the brain will grow stronger, just like an actual muscle. So make yourself a little uncomfortable every day.
Misconception about failing. You have to fail a lot. Yeah. You know, you have to fail early, you have to fail often, and you have to fail forward.
Fall forward. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. But I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? You hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're gonna get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I I did catch a break. Do you have the guts to fail?
If you're not willing to fall on your face, you can't create at a high level.
To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.